Hello, it's me, your boy, Matty F Baby, and we're back with some more Tempest Cup actions. Today we're going to be talking about a poofy, derpy, cloudy puff boy, Mr. Dragon flying, the Altaria guy himself. Isn't he so derpy looking? Is that just me? Am I the one that thinks Altaria is kind of derpy looking? Like, go look at the thumbnails on the last two videos, and Lantern and Celio, they just look like the goodest boys, like the best boys, but Altaria's kind of derpy looking to me, but I don't know, maybe it's just me. Anyways, yeah, let's go talk about Altaria a little bit. But before we do that, just want to thank everybody for all the love recently. Thank you for yesterday's video for not castrating me over. Yeah, losing the audio at the end for the third time ever. So yeah, unfortunately that happened, and a lot of y'all were like, dang, I feel the energy for that outro from Alolan Pikachu. So to prove to him that I'm not some tyrant, I don't know what that was all about. I really don't know, but to prove to him I'm not, I'm gonna go ahead and let him do that outro again. I'm just gonna play that outro again, so at the end of this video, when he's talking about Lantern, I just want to let him have his freedom of speech since it got censored yesterday's video. So keep that in mind. And also, new format we're trying out today. Let me know how you like it. Let me know if you like the original side-by-side me and the gameplay, or if you like the second format I went to where I showed just the gameplay and then my voiceover over with no Matty on screen, or let me know if you like this new style where it's off to the side and then I'm on screen as well, but it's like you'll see the difference between the original format and now the third format. But let's go talk about Altaria finally. Alright, so Dragon and Flying type, that's going to give regular weaknesses to Dragon, Fairy, and Rock, and then 2 times weakness to the Ice Pokemon. It has Dragon Breath, which it says only has 4.8 stab power, but trust me, hits like a truck and gets decent energy gain. Decent. Then we have Sky Attack, only 45 energy cost, 2.13 energy per damage per energy is amazing. Next we got that is resistant to water, double resistant to ground, double resistant to flying, and then single resistant to fire. So it just resists like all the Razor Leaf users. It resists the water attacks from the water and ground and water and ice meta, and it resists the fire from the Charizards. It resists a lot of stuff, and it's really tanky. We like the Dragon Breath with that decent energy gain, better than the Peck, and then it hits like a truck. Next we like the Sky Attack, like I said, 2.13 damage per energy is really good, and then we like Dragon Pulse as the second move. Dazzling Gleam just takes forever to get to. So we have my team on the right, Dozer's team on the left. I like his team a lot better than mine. And then we have Vinny's team on the left popping up next. Pause the screen if you want to look at either of these teams in more hardcore detail. We're just giving you a little look at what we're facing. Alright, so we're going to have Altaria versus Masquerain, and we're going to be just tapping away at it. This is fights against Shooter, this first one, and he's just trying out a couple Pokemon he wanted to give some test runs with. So, sorry about the blurriness. It's been really, the blurry effect, it's been really hard to film during the Tempest Cup because all the flying Pokemon mess up the focus on my camera when I'm trying to film this. But in the last match, I think I figured out a new setting because I played with it for like an hour trying to figure it out because I was having so many issues last night. Sorry not to talk about the Masquerain, but I don't really think Masquerain is worth talking about for this cup. So now I'm going to talk about Altaria versus Masquerain because you're really not going to see that. Next, he brings in the Nidoking, and we're going to finish us off. We're going to bring in the Tropius, get some more blurring, but I promise I got it figured out for the next video. In the last battle, I finally figured it out after an hour and a half. No more blurriness on these until I can get my upgrade on my computer. Anyways, he brings in the camera ups. We're going to go with the Tropius. The Leaf Blade hurts a lot. And sorry for not commentating too hard on this match, but I've been wanting to talk about the blurriness for a little bit. And you're not going to see the Pokemon that we were facing too much in this tournament, TBH, but he was just trying out some Pokemon. Next, we're going to go with 3 battles against Dozer. We have Plusle versus Lantern. We get up to our discharge first and get it off. We're going to tank this Thunderbolt and then get another discharge off. We're just sitting there both exchanging moves and not shielding ATM. So he's going to go down a little bit quicker than I am. The Lantern versus the Plusle. And then the Altaria with his Dragon Breath is just going to completely knock it out before I can do anything else. So that comes up as a wash. Next we have Frostlass versus Altaria. He's going to go ahead and switch out to the Skarmory. We get our Avalanche off and get ready to go send out another one. We're now up a shield, but down a little bit in HP, I believe. Anyways, we're going to get another Avalanche off. He lets that one hit him, and we're going to catch back up in HP, and then go get another Avalanche off before he can get the Sky Attack, which I believe he's going to shield this one. Yes, he is going to shield this one, and then send a Sky Attack my way, which I make a bad move here, I believe. I think I should have just let Frostlass die, because I don't get another one off, but I was hoping I can get another one off, so lesson learned. But anyways, we got Altaria to come finish the match up. Going to finish off the Skarmory. He's got one more out. He's got Altaria. He throws up his Sky Attack. We got the shield, so we go ahead and shield that up, and then probably didn't need to go wait till we got to a Dragon Pulse, but we wanted to just in case. I kind of like zoned in and didn't pay attention to his HP once. I was like, oh, I can get to the Dragon Pulse. So I went for the Dragon Pulse. Probably could have got away with the Sky Attack is what I'm saying. I didn't have to wait, I don't think, and risk anything. Anyways, Tropius versus Abomasnow, and we don't want to switch it out personally right this second and have him just completely, you know, destroy us. So now we decide to come in and bring in the Altaria, hoping that we were timing it to where he'd be throwing off a second charge move as we were coming in. That's what we were trying to do, but unfortunately we came in probably a little too early, and he did decide to switch. But thankfully we're able to get a little Sky Attack action off, and right here is where I think I lose the game. I should have shielded that. I was definitely expecting a Body Slam from the Celia. I didn't think he was going to be up to the Aurora Beam quite then yet, and I didn't know if it had the Aurora Beam, so I was expecting the Body Slam and was being too frugal with my shields there. And so we're going to go ahead and get this Outrage off, which he's going to shield, and now we're in a really bad spot. It's still going to take a lot of damage before it's able to get the Tropius down. So we do got 2 shields though at least, so 1 Pokemon versus 2. 0 shields on the 2 Pokemon side versus 2 shields on our 1 Pokemon. We have to burn both of those and it's a Tropius to start. Get a couple extra hits off, which I don't know if it was the best idea, but we wanted to have a little energy going into the next Pokemon, and we do almost enough for Earthquake. So we go hit the tap one more time, get to that Earthquake. It nearly downs the Lantern, but now we're going to be sitting here fast attacking, trying to down, and we lose that race. We think that we can go in with the same team and maybe win if he goes in with the same team if we use a different shield strat and definitely don't let an Aurora Beam hit our Altaria. So we go in with the same team, and it turns out that he does as well, except for we both go in different orders. So same fight as what happened last time. We have an Altaria versus the Celia. We are not going to let this Aurora Beam clap us up this time, and then we're going to get our Sky Attack off. And I felt like with the last match, maybe if I shielded that one Aurora Beam, maybe it turns out differently. So I kind of wanted to go in, test out my theory that if he goes with the same team, and I didn't ask him to, but he ended up going with the same team. I thought he would, you know, having just won the last match. Usually you think someone just won the match, they're going with the same team with that confidence. Tropius coming in on the Abomasnow. We think we're in a little better position this time than leading with each other, because now he is down on the shields, no shields to be tanking those outrages from anything. So we're going to go ahead and let the Leaf Blade smack us up, and it's not very, oh yeah, it super resists that, and yeah, it's going to be resistant of that and not very effective. He might not have got all the taps on it either. That could be what happened as well. But anyways, we're in a little better position. We're thinking he's got the Lantern to come in. We're about to be on our Earthquake. He does. We have more HP than we did the last time, so we were way further down in HP. So I think we'll be able to win this. We get the Earthquake off, and now we're just like, all right, we're quick moving away. We got our shield to tank this Thunderbolt, and we're just trying to beat him with the quick moves. We're both racing, and we ended up getting that one down. So GG Dozer, good to best of 3, and now we got Vinny. So we know this matchup is Plusle versus Lantern. It's gonna go be a pretty wash matchup if neither shields. Vinny decides not to shield. We actually decide to to come out at this point, which I thought could be a bad move if he has the Charizard, obviously. We're going to be 2 times weak to that, and then we'll be stuck in as well. But I was also thinking maybe he won't switch because he knows that we're going to get some damage off either way, and the Lantern will be pretty useless coming back in. So we kind of felt like that could happen, and then we were planning, if he did bring the Charizard, to come bring our Plusle back out. And we do that, and so it did kind of think, we kind of expected, the Charizard to be on there after looking at his team. So yeah, we kind of expected this to happen, and we do get 2 discharges off. So even though we switched first, we kind of had a backup plan. Well, Lantern will almost be dead. Well, at least down the Lantern, or get it to where when he comes back in, I'll be 1 tap on him. And then if he does bring in the Charizard, whenever Abomasnow goes down, we'll bring the Plusle back in with that energy and try to take him out. So that's the strat we went with, and it worked. To catch back up, we're now Altariaing versus the Abomasnow, and I was talking about the strat instead of showing you what was happening in the battle, so go rewind that if you want to see what was happening while I was talking about the strat. But it ended up working out for us, and like I said, you don't want to switch first usually, so that's why I'm saying that. Anyways, Celio v Skarmory, and didn't really like that matchup, not too shabby at first. So he switches first, so you know what that means, we get the switch advantage. So we bring him in the Altaria, who's going to tank those Razor Leaves like a champ. We're going to get our Sky Attack off right here, and he's going to block that, or else he would be going down, down. Alright, so we're going to block this, because we don't want to get hit by a blizzard or something. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at, just look at it! So we're just going to go ahead and Dragon Breath him all the way to the grave, and that way we can save the energy, because we know he's not going to get to another blizzard in time. We have a Sky Attack ready for the Charizard, and remember, Altaria is also going to be sitting there resisting those fire moves, so it just resists a lot of the meta Pokemons like fast moves or charge moves. Like, it just does really well against so many different Pokemon. And we'll get walled out by Steelix very hardcore, and then there's some ice Pokemon that can come in and do some work on it, but even then it can still hold its own. Anyways, we're body slamming against the Skarmory. We're ahead in this match pretty heavily at this point. And we were like, we brought the Skarmory or the Celio in, thinking we can just body slam it down to almost death, and then probably have to bring in our 3rd Pokemon, but it ended up taking them out. Next we have Altaria versus Skarmory lead, and you can see we're doing pretty good damage against the Skarmory, even though Steel is going to resist the Dragon type fast move. So we're going to go ahead and use a shield on our Altaria, and then decide to bring in our Skarmory and Altaria wall the Steelix, which turns out to be a heckin' very bad decision. That's why, like I said, you always want to try not to switch first. I probably wouldn't have switched first, if we hadn't already won the first 2 matches, playing a little more loose and fun. If it was in a tournament, I probably wouldn't have switched first. I probably wouldn't have switched in this match, just saying. Not saying, I'm just saying, like, for y'all, like, hey, we did not switch, having a little more fun. I wanted to try some stuff out. But yeah, in the tourney I would have stayed where I was at and been fine, I believe. And been in a lot better position going in the rest of the match, I believe, is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, the Lantern just rocked us up, It just did some work on us, and it made us lose all of our stuff and all of our shields and all of our HPs. So we bring in our guy, the Frostlass. We're gonna Shadow Ball onto the Ninetales, and then he's gonna Dazzle and Gleam onto us, and we're just hoping we can somehow get him down before he gets us down, which is not gonna be the case. But then we're gonna have Altaria come in, and we should have just went straight into tapping our charge move, but we got greedy, wanted to down it with our fast moves, and that's what happens. Oh yeah, before I let Alolan Pikachu talk about Lantern and say goodbye, just wanted to say that Altaria is really heckin' good, and I think that is one of the Pokemon that I just can't imagine building a team right now, a team of 6 without. And to me, it's like Skarmory, Altaria, Steelix, and a Razor Leaf user. I feel like we're just 4, and honestly now it's starting to feel like Lantern, but yeah, it feels like those 4. So Altaria's in, to me, just at this position now where there's 4 or 5 Pokemon where it feels really hard to try and build a team of 6 without those and feel super uber confident about it. I do have my little Plusle Frostlass, little magic as well, but you just don't feel as confident about that as you do just going in with that core 4 or 5 that I just talked about. The Skarmory, Steelix, Altaria, a Razor Leaf user with Tropius at the top of that category, and then now Lantern too. So yeah, Altaria is awesome, and let's let alone Pikachu take you out. So I hope that you liked seeing Lantern out in the ocean, swimming, being free. We freed Willie. Operation Free Willy. The mission impossible is finally complete. The evil tyrant Maddie the baby can no longer keep him in captivity. The whole world can see the beauty of the Lantern. If you enjoyed this, drop that sub, like, comment, all that stuff. Alolan Pikachu signing out, ready to go do another mission impossible. Peace out, y'all loved him and appreciated him.